Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. This time I want to pour a 3D bloom, so I've mixed my white. I used the Interference Champagne and the white pigment drops, and I'm going to use from Octopus the color Sun and the bottle green. So I already poured my clear resin into the mold, and now you can see me dropping my resin inks. I was not really sure how to place it, so I put some green on top of the yellow, so I was just playing around a little bit with the two colors. I didn't want to use more colors, only those two. So I'm just dropping my resin inks, as you can see, and it takes quite a while till my mold is full of all the resin inks. The resin I'm using for this pour is the Mastercast Resin, and I'm using the tray mold, the round Geode tray mold from MoldsandShapes, and it's the L size. So I plan to create a bowl, and what I need to tell you already now, the demolding is not on this video because I think instead of putting my camera on, I put my camera off when I was doing the demolding. So I'm apologizing for this, but these things are happening sometimes. So I prepared my piping bag as you saw before, and I thought I just make the flower like being in loops. So you see I make many layers, but mostly in loops. So you see it now. This video is fast forward by 2, so I'm double as fast. I'm actually pouring much slower. So I thought I just try to see what comes out when I just make those rounds, those loops. And yeah, then I had so much white left, and I thought, why not doing another layer? So I just made sure that my piping bag is really firm again. So I'm doing another row of layer, going to the middle. And then I still had some white, and I think I'm doing it, that I'm just going a little bit around. Yes, this is what I'm doing. So I have maybe also a little bit more white at the outside. And then I still had some resin left. And again, I went for another loops. So it looks a little bit chaotic, but I just thought, how is it gonna look like when I pour it this way with many layers, and how's the flower gonna look like? So now I'm just quickly use the torch, and I need to tell you, I didn't fill up my mold completely. I was at that point not sure, will I do a back layer, won't I do a back layer? So my mold is only filled up by half. This mold is 8 millimeter deep, and I think it's only like 4 or 5 millimeter that I poured my resin. So it's quite thin. But yeah, I was actually planning a back layer, but later on I decided differently. I thought, because I personally like a clear negative space, so I thought to go with a negative space and not a back layer. So now I used really the rest of my resin in my piping bag, and I just let my resin now set a little bit before I start drawing my flower. And you can see my resin is working. Yeah, I don't know why I moved the camera there. I have no idea. You see how the resin is working from the outside, and that it's slowly pulling to the inside. So, you can really see what the resin is doing. And I was still waiting till I was doing my flower design. So if this is getting too boring, just fast forward a little bit. but you can really slowly see how the resin is moving. And yeah, I'm quite curious how the bloom is gonna look like, especially because I didn't pour so deep. So now I can take my dotting tool and I start designing my flower. And like always, or most of the time, I just go from the outside in. Yeah, and I'm doing this for the whole entire pour, so that there will be many petals. So there will be many long petals, but I can already say to you, I'm only pulling my stick from the outside to the inside. I won't pull my stick from the inside to the outside. This I won't do, because I liked already from this side how the colors were blending. You can see it really from the outside rim. So I just wanted my design to be like this. And I love, you know, having these thin petals, and that's why I put my popsicle, not the popsicle, the dotting tool, sorry. Did I say popsicle stick before? It's a dotting tool. That's why I'm pulling it, yeah, towards the middle to make many small petals, narrow petals. And yeah, I'm quite busy with this. This always takes a little bit time. But then, you know, I just make a tiny swirl in the center, and then I let my resin just work. And I'm so curious how those colors are together, especially because I also dropped colors on top of each other. So anyway, so this is a close-up round about 10 minutes after pouring. So the resin was still working. And I love the colors already from that side. And you can see the swirl in the center. And it looks like feathers from this side, I think. But anyway, now my demolding is missing, but you are gonna see the final result just in a second. And I hope you like the result, because I was quite happy with this, even though there are a couple of blobs, but I think the blobs give it so much depth. And look at this awesome bowl and the color blending. Really love those colors. With this, I love and leave you, and I thank you for watching. And again, sorry that I couldn't show you the demolding. Take care, guys. Bye bye.